If she doesn't scare you, then nothing will. What will was such a wholesome place until Cruella, Cruella DeVille. Oh, 101 Dalmatians, son, yes! Why I do that? I don't know. I mean, yeah. So I actually watched this movie as a kid. Again, surprising. I know, but my initial thoughts of this movie, it wasn't like I remembered it. I remembered it like I actually kind of enjoy it, but now it felt kind of boring. Well, what's the story? I mean, let's go into the synopsis, I guess. So there's this Dalmatian named Pongo, and there's the human pet named no, what was his name? I don't even remember. His name was I don't even remember. Whatever. So Pongo and his pet or whatever goes out walking, and through combobulations or whatever, they meet up with their future mates, Purdy and the woman. I don't even remember the human characters. We'll get into that later. But then they get their own place together. They get married, and they get a maid. Now, if you have a maid for 2 people and 2 dogs, you're doing something right, okay? If you can afford that, especially 1961 in London, you're doing something right. So, yeah. You know, Purdy's about to have puppies and all that. Cruella comes in and she's like, "Hey, where are the pups? Give me those pups so I can make coats out of them, son." They're like, "No, we're not going to give you the pups." Why? Pups deserve life. That's right. There you go. Get out of my house. And yeah, there you go. Then the birth comes in, and Cruella comes back. She's like, "I'm getting the puppies and need their mother." And the guy's like, "Never." The guy's like, "Never. You'll never. Never." So, yeah. The pups grow up a little bit. They get their spots. And Jasper and Horace come in, and they steal the pups. And apparently it's all over the news. So then Purdy and Pongo, so I'm going to try to speed up a little bit. Purdy and Pongo go out to find the pups, get some research into it. Apparently they're in a castle, doing like the DeVille Palace or whatever. They break in. Apparently there's more pups than theirs. There's like 99, which make the 101 Dalmatians. 99 plus Purdy and Pongo, 101 Dalmatians. So yeah, then they trudge through the snow trying to stay away from Cruella to get back to their masters or their pets. And yeah, there's a synopsis. So first, the good. It's a very calming, soothing movie until the end, when the climax happens, and it's like tension and then action. I mean, yeah, it's really good. It's really good. This is really for the little kids, man. The little kids will really enjoy this, especially because it's so soothing. There's nothing wrong. There's really nothing. There's no lead into sex all that much, except if the guy says, "Why, Pongo, you old rascal." That's all he says. And anyway, people say that on Full House. So, yeah. The beginning is cute. I mean, it's okay. It's cutesy, you know, with all the dogs and, you know, love blossoming. It's cute. I liked it. And, oh, I remember now. The guy's name is Roger. The guy who made the Cruella de Vil song. The Cruella de Vil song. Awesome. Okay, it's the best song in this movie. In fact, I think it's the only song in this movie. So, yeah. If you have to have one song in this movie, make it great. And the Cruella song is great. So, there you go. The birth scene's pretty good. It's kind of like the actual experience of sitting there waiting, see if the wife's okay, see if the kids are alright. I mean, yeah, that's what guys do, okay? Horace and Jasper, I mean, they're alright too. They're for the comedic effect. Can't really fault them for anything. Yeah, they do the best that they can, and yeah, they're pretty good. There is some actual tension in the end. You wouldn't think so in the beginning of the movie and even in the middle of the movie, but yeah, there's actually tension in this movie. I think slowly kind of building up to it. You really don't see it building up until you watch it, you go back and watch it, and it's like, oh yeah, there's actually tension kind of building up to it. And I kind of see it now a little bit. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. So now for the bad. The animation. It's not that great. Especially after Sleeping Beauty with that fantastic animation style. Here, they've begun to slack off in the animation. They've begun to be like, okay, how can we save money on this? Because this is really expensive. And yeah, you can see kind of the beginning of the slacking of animation in this movie. And this is also one of the first animated movies that isn't a musical from Disney all that much. Except there's one song. There's one song in this entire movie, and that's it. Which is weird, especially for Disney, especially at this time. So, yeah. It's a little weird. What else? Dalmatians call humans pets. Looking back on it, I'll be like, I mean, it was clever, I guess. We call the dogs pets, why not the dogs call us pets? But yeah, it's a little weird for my taste. There are some editing problems with this movie. A lot of sloppy editing choices. Like, for instance, the Purdy pull beginning when they're meeting up with each other. Purdy doesn't fall into the pond. She tries to pull her owner, keep her from going into the pond, but Purdy never goes into the pond. You never see her enter into the pond. But then when Roger and the woman and whoever come out of the pond, Purdy's coming up out of the pond. How's she come out of the pond? How's she get into the pond? I didn't even see her get into the pond. So yeah, actually, there's this other thing, this one adult joke in this movie. And it's the fact that Pongo sometimes, I guess, gets attracted to the nanny. Because he says, at times, she seems almost canine. The heck's up with that, man? It's kind of weird. Why would you even think that? Got a fetish? Is that your fetish? Whatever. And the dead puppy is like, the nanny comes out, she says, 15 puppies! 14. Just 14. We lost one. But then Roger shakes him, I guess, and the puppy comes alive, and he's alright. What the heck is wrong? Why would you do that? There's no reason for this to exist in this movie. Why would you put that in there? It seems like a waste. It is a waste. And it's another death fake out. My gosh, man. My gosh. I will say this, though. The characters in this movie are kind of alright. Pongo's pretty good. Purdy's pretty good. The humans are pretty good, except for the nanny. The nanny seems a little flat for me. She was always one notes. So, yeah. It's a little melodramatic sometimes. It's really melodramatic for just a movie about puppies. I mean, when the 15 puppies were stolen, it's on the cover of all these newspapers. Are you kidding me? This is London. No one cares about 15 puppies being stolen. Yeah. I mean, the timeline in this movie is also really weird. I mean, how long did they wait for news to come about their puppies? It seemed like it all happened in one night, but it couldn't have happened in one night. It had to have happened at least for a couple days, I guess. I mean, dang, did they just go to the park? Did they just go to the park, bark an alert in London, and then come back to the house, wait for a couple hours, and all of a sudden, hey, we got word for your puppies. Really? Even with the alert, it's like barking? It's literally just barking. Really? I mean, crap. Yeah, man, I don't know. I was looking forward to this movie because I was like, hey, I remember watching this as a kid and I liked it. I don't really like it that much anymore. Which is why I'm going to give it an okay. I mean, yeah, it's just okay. I'm not liking this trend. Maybe I need to rethink the new classics, maybe. I don't know. 101 Dalmatians. The only thing it's really got going for is Cruella. Cruella makes this movie, honestly. Everything else is just kind of bland, one note. Yeah, like, it's very, 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 very plain, I guess. Yeah, kind of disappointing me. Alright, so, subscribe to the channel, son. Hey, watch the videos. More coming your way every day. Alright, let's go. Hit me up.